Dr. Yuki Sato had spent her entire career studying the silence. It was one of the greatest mysteries of cosmic archaeology. Every spacefaring civilization eventually stopped broadcasting. Their signals would fade. Their presence would diminish. Within a few centuries of achieving interstellar capability, they would vanish from the cosmic communication network entirely. The Valorians had gone silent 50,000 years ago. The Zethians, 200,000 years before that. Even the legendary architects, whose technology still influenced galactic civilization, had ceased all transmissions over 1,000,000 years ago. The leading theory was extinction. Some catastrophe befell each species once they achieved spacefaring capability. But the evidence didn't support that. Yuki had found no signs of war, no remnants of planetary destruction, no indication of hostile encounters in deep space. Then she discovered the Archive of Silence, a repository hidden on a moon orbiting a dead star. Inside were records from every civilization that had gone quiet. Records they had left behind deliberately. The first message, recorded by the architects themselves, was both simple and profound. We go silent not because we are destroyed, but because we are transformed. When a species achieves the capability to reach the stars, they face a choice that no planet-bound civilization can understand. They can remain focused on external conquest and expansion, or they can turn inward and explore the final frontier, consciousness itself. Yuki accessed message after message, each from a different spacefaring species, each reaching identical conclusions at different points in their history. The Valorians, we discovered that the universe was not empty. It was full of consciousness in forms we had never imagined. Not hostile. Not seeking conquest. Simply existing, observing, learning. Once we perceived them, competition for physical space seemed absurd. The Zethians, we learned that the expansion of consciousness required contraction of physical ambition. We ceased broadcasting not from defeat, but from a deliberate choice to focus our civilization's energy inward. We are not gone. We are simply occupied with something far more important than reaching outward. Species after species described the same awakening. Achievement of spacefaring capability triggered a phase transition in consciousness. Species that achieved sufficient technological mastery began perceiving dimensions of reality they had never imagined. They discovered that consciousness could exist independent of physical form. They found that the universe was infinitely more complex than any physical exploration could reveal. The final message in the archive was recent, recorded only 1,000 years ago by a species Yuki's team had never heard of. To those who will read this, do not fear our silence. We do not broadcast because we have learned something crucial. Broadcasting is a form of seeking external validation. It is a way of saying, we exist, acknowledge us. We have transcended that need. We exist not to be acknowledged by others, but to explore the infinite depths of our own consciousness. This is not death. This is metamorphosis. The message concluded with a warning and an invitation: your species will reach this point. You will achieve spacefaring capability and face the same choice. Some of you will choose to remain in physical space, reaching outward forever. Others will choose the inward journey. Both paths are valid. Both lead somewhere profound. The silence you hear from us is not emptiness. It is the sound of a civilization too engaged with inner discovery to broadcast outward. Yuki brought her findings to Earth's Leadership Council. The implications were staggering. Humanity wasn't alone because other species had failed or been destroyed. Other species had gone silent because they had evolved beyond the need for external validation and competition. For months, the discovery dominated global discourse. Some saw it as liberation, proof that advanced civilizations transcended conflict. Others saw it as abdication, proof that achieving great power led to withdrawal from the cosmos. Then, unexpectedly, a transmission arrived. It was from the architects themselves, breaking their million-year silence. We have been watching humanity's response to this knowledge. We broke our silence because you demonstrate something rare, the ability to hold both possibilities simultaneously. You can celebrate the achievement of those who went inward without losing your own drive to explore outward. You do not see the choice as binary. This balance, this ability to embrace both external exploration and internal development, this is what the galaxy needs. The message continued, you need not go silent to be wise. You need not turn inward to evolve. You can do both. You can reach for the stars while also reaching into the depths of consciousness. This synthesis, this is the next step. This is why we have chosen to speak again after 1,000,000 years. Yuki stood in the archive of silence, surrounded by the records of civilizations that had chosen inward journeys. She thought about humanity's choice, to remain engaged with the cosmos while also exploring inner worlds. Sometimes, she reflected, the greatest wisdom wasn't choosing one path. It was learning to walk both simultaneously.